Hey everybody, Jeff here from the Helmet Center, helmetcenter.com. Today I'm going to be doing a quick product review of the Arai Profile. The Arai Profile, if you've been looking at Arai's, you've probably seen there are different head shapes being advertised amongst their helmets. The Arai Profile is considered the long oval. What they're referring to when we say long oval is the dimension from the forehead to the back is a little bit longer than the dimension from ear to ear, which if you've tried a helmet on in the past and maybe you've had some difficulty with pressure in the forehead, and maybe everything else in the helmet felt okay, but just the forehead was an issue, a long oval might be something you may want to consider. Okay, so the Arai Profile. This is a very nice helmet. This is a very nice graphic here called the Sinister. It does feature a fully removable liner system. You can change the thickness of the cheek pads, you can even change the thickness of the top liner, and actually change the size of the helmet to some degree. If you have questions on that, give us a call. We'll be real happy to help you figure that out if you need to make adjustments to your helmet. But Arai has given you basically every feature you could probably ever want in a helmet. The liner is very comfortable. It's very, very soft. These are very high-end materials that really just feel good on your head. And a lot of people out there will ask, why is this helmet so much more expensive than, you know, a $100 or $150 helmet? For the most part, it's lighter, it vents better, but the materials on the inside, when you put it on your head, that answers a lot of that question. Okay, the fit we've kind of covered. It does tend to run fairly true to size, so trust your measurement on this. I happen to measure 57, as you probably heard me say before. I do quite well in the medium on this helmet. Okay, some other basic features. When it comes to ventilation, the helmet actually does a pretty good job, as you would expect. I mean, the helmet's retailing over $500, $600 if you get into the graphics. You kind of expect it to have really good venting. Well, it does. Not quite the same level as the Corsair 5, but it's up there. It's no slouch, let's put it that way. The way they make that happen, of course, is they have controllable venting. You have two intakes on the front of the helmet, and you have two intakes on the rear, which are operated by these levers. Now, they're pretty easy to operate even with gloves on. The only, I guess, complaint, if you have one, they're a little smaller on the tabs on the front. Not a big deal. Odds are you're going to have these things open or maybe adjust them before you get on your motorcycle. Now, what Arai does, which really nobody else does properly, is they have what they call a brow ventilation system. And what they're referring to, if you look at the shield here, notice there's two little black levers here, which you can pull those down and open your vent system. If you look behind, you'll notice those actually line up to intakes that help cool down the interior of your helmet. It's actually a really innovative way of cooling a helmet down. Everything lines up, works real nicely. As we mentioned, the liner is fully removable. It's got pretty solid venting in here. The shields are pretty easy to remove. If you're not afraid to do it, I'll show you here. Put your little levers up on the side, transition your thumbs to the top of the shield, rotate it over the back. These are available in tons of different colors. If you want race tear-offs, they're all available for this thing. Putting it back on, see if I can't do it here. And start the timer. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, it's back in there, operating just like you expect it to operate. They do give you an anti-fog position. Arai does not give you an anti-fog coating on the shield, but what they do is they give you a little lever here, which, if you can tell, slides forward and back. And when you do slide it forward, it does create a small little gap inside the shield that does allow some fresh air into your helmet. That, in conjunction, what I'm doing here, with a little breath guard on the front of the helmet too, will definitely help keep your helmet from fogging, and that's the breath guard I'm referring to. Okay, this is a race helmet. It's not the quietest helmet in the world. Take that back. I shouldn't say it's really a race helmet, but you'll see a lot of people wearing this helmet on the racetrack. Heck, I'd wear it as a race helmet. But anyway, it's not the quietest thing. Part of the design for Arai, they do have a lot of real estate here to continue painting on. They got some really cool graphics, and a lot of times they want to have a little extra canvas in here. Well, that extra canvas does tend to make a little bit more noise inside the helmet due to the airflow coming across. Kind of catches the leading edges of it. It makes a little bit of noise. But one thing that Arai did I think is really slick and definitely worth pointing out, on the bottom of the helmet you'll see which would be considered a chin skirt. Will help keep the air from sneaking into the helmet, but it actually is retractable. Hopefully you can see that. Press it back up inside there. So it's really the equivalent of putting your hand underneath the chin bar of the helmet to help keep the noise levels down. It actually works really well. Overall, the helmet's great. Profile, you really can't go wrong with it. If you have a longer oval head shape, you definitely can't go wrong with this thing. Yes, it is expensive. Yes, it's worth it. The features alone, really, as I kind of say, are worth the price of admission if you've got that head shape. So, if you have questions, give us a call here at the store. I know we can't cover everything. There's a lot of stuff going on in this helmet. There's just a ton of it, and I just don't have the time on YouTube. So, if you have further questions, give us a call here at the store. Telephone number is 866-NEW-HELMET, 866-NEW-HELMET. My name is Jeff. I'm with Helmet Center. Thanks for watching.